Hi, it's Alaska Granny. Today I wanted to talk to you about food storage in your prepper pantry and what are some of the realities and truths about long-term food storage and stockpiling the foods that you need. The first concern is yes, you need to initially lay out some cash. You need to spend some money to build up your food supply. But guess what? The prices of food go up. And so if you buy two today at a lower price, then when you go to eat the second one later, you're actually saving a bit of money. You're also providing lifestyle insurance for your family that when you need food to eat, you have it available to take care of yourself and your family the best that you can. Food storage and a prepper pantry takes up a lot of space. Don't think of it as just your pantry because many of us either have a tiny pantry or maybe none. So we aren't going to be storing all that food just in your pantry. That's why I usually refer to it as food storage and not a prepper pantry because it isn't just in the pantry. Look around your home. Is there room under your bed? No one has a closet they aren't using, but do you have a corner in a closet that you could clean out? Maybe put a row of cans on the bottom, store some extra toilet paper up high. Look around the house. It's amazing where you can find little nooks and crannies. Maybe a table that has actual cabinet doors. You can clean out things you're not using and store things that you do need in those little nooks, crannies, cubby holes, and cupboards. Don't forget to look under your sinks. You have space under there. Get it organized. You can store extra water there, extra toiletries, extra toilet paper. You can even store something like a water bob under your sink, which can be placed into your bathtub and filled up with about 100 gallons of water. If there's a chance you would know ahead of time that you might lose water or your power might go down, having a prep like a water bob can certainly be helpful. The next reality is that you need to actually use your food storage. You need to rotate it. You're supposed to be buying foods that you actually are willing to eat, that you know how to cook, and your family is willing to eat. Then as you buy more food, remember to do the first in, first out, so you're able to rotate your food. So you would push the old food to the front of the shelf and put the new foods behind it so that you're always rotating your food so that you don't end up with outdated, expired, or leaking cans that have been pushed to the back of the cupboard. You want to make sure that you're using the first in, first out. The oldest food is used first, just like they do in the grocery store. You're rotating your stock. Keep track of the foods that you use so that when you shop, you can replace them and get additional ones if you have the space and you need them. Have variety in your food storage. It's great to have buckets of beans and rice, but if you only have beans and rice and nothing else and then something horrible does happen, do you really want to just eat beans and rice for 1 week, 2 months, a year? Nobody wants to live like that. You could if you had to, but that's not anyone's choice. And while food is still available, we have the time and the opportunity to add some canned goods, packaged foods, foods that can stretch the rice and beans and make them go farther, taste better. Make sure you include spices that your family enjoys using. I like to buy spices in small jars simply because they stay fresher longer. Spices are just like other foods. Once you open them and start using them, they lose some of the essence that makes them good. It doesn't mean they're not any good anymore, but they lose the flavor and you can add more, but it's not the same as if you had the freshest spices available. We may love to have fresh produce from the garden or even from the market, but if those foods are not available, think of a way that you can replace them now before they aren't available or you're in the middle of winter and then there is no more produce in the store. Buy some cans of fruits and vegetables that you enjoy eating, maybe find some frozen varieties, and even look for dehydrated fruits and vegetables that can last for many years in your long-term food storage. Then you'll always have the favorite foods that you like. They may not be in the freshest, most delicious form, but if you have foods that you're familiar with and you enjoy eating, you're going to be a lot happier than if you only have a bowl of rice and beans. Store your foods properly. They need to be stored in airtight containers, especially if you live in warm climates. Ants and pantry bugs, weevils and things can get in and contaminate your food. If you just put cardboard boxes and paper packages, you're inviting trouble into your pantry. Protect your food storage. It's a huge investment, not only of your money, but in your future happiness and security. So take the time to seal things up in plastic bins, mason jars, 5-gallon buckets, Mylar bags. There are many different ways to seal up food for it to last longer. Don't get hung up on there's only one right way, because there are many ways. Food storage is not a math equation that the answer must be the same. It's a lifestyle, and you can choose the ways that are comfortable for you and that work for the space that you have and the foods that you have. It's a puzzle that only has one solution that works best for you, and that's the solution you should be looking for. Stock up on foods while they're readily available. Store them in an airtight container in a cool, dry, dark place. Use your foods, rotate and replace them to ensure that you have as much as possible going forward. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Learn more at alaskagranny.com, and please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.